Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is showcasing a new offense that I think is kind of unstoppable. Now, before we do go on ahead, get into the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe if you are new. I drop almost daily Madden content on the channel. My end of year goal for Madden 22 is to reach 10K subscribers. Could not do it without y'all, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, the playbook and the offense we're going to be in today is going to be split close. You could be in either 49ers or also Jets playbook. They have the same exact split close. Right now, I am in 49ers if it does make a difference to you. And today we're just gonna be going over like a little mini scheme because this offense is literally, I feel like it was made for Madden 22 and you'll see why later. So the plays we're gonna be going over is gonna be HB wheel, PAF slide, wide receiver corner, and we're gonna have a setup out of Scat as well. So like a 5-play mini scheme. Before we do go on ahead, hop into the plays, I'm gonna go over where I would use what person, right? So I like keeping 2 running backs out the backfield. Personally, with quarterback, I'm rocking like escape artist, pass elite, or escape artist gunslinger. And I like to have 2 backfield masters right here just to give them boosted catching and also the hot routes. So 2 receiving backs right here would be really, really nice. Now, you could potentially rock 3 receivers right here, right? But I feel like dollar and stuff is just such a popular defense. I just like having a tight end right here. So for that purpose, we'll have Gronk right here, and potentially you could audible to things like I form slot close, just anything I form close as well, just anything with 2 running backs, a tight end, and 2 receivers. So you'll weak box them and they essentially can't run that dollar blitz on you. Now the first play I want to go over is HB wheel. We're gonna have a couple setups out of this play. This is personally my favorite play in the playbook. So the first thing I want you to look at right here is the wheel route to Leonard Fournette. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's the main reason why I'm in this offense now. If you know one thing about Madden 22, the wheel route is the best route in the game, and I don't think it's close. And with this play, we have a lot of things to beat, like the popular like meta stuff on defense as well. So I want you to look at Leonard Fournette's wheel route right here, right? You see how it's kind of up breaking to like the sideline, past the 20 yard line and all that stuff. I want you to look at X drag now. Do you see how it's a little bit different? Personally, like halfback wheels wheel route better first cover 2, like this wheel route better first zone, and then I like the X drag one better first man coverage. So essentially everything I do out of halfback wheel, you could transfer it over to X drag. Now the first play I want to go over is facing something that you're not getting blitzed in, because this becomes really, really hard to guard when you're not getting blitzed. I feel like that's the one weakness of this offense, is if you do go ahead and get blitzed. So what we're going to do is, again, we're basically wanting to run double wheel routes out the backfield. So we're going to put our RB running back right here on a wheel route. Base play I like to come out in is just a flat B right here. And we're going to go ahead and put A right here. You could, if you have Howard Master, you could put him on a post, or you could put them on a smart routed in route. And the reason why is because what a lot of people like to do versus wheel routes is to try to run vert hooks. With this setup right here, first at cover 2, you're not going to be able to run vert hooks. Post is going to push up 1 vert hook, and the in route is going to push up another vert hook. So I'm going to snap the ball right here. I'm not going to throw anything. We're going to go ahead and go into the instant replay. So left side right here, you can see right here, we can throw this easily right here. There is no one by him. You see the post pushing up the vert hook, right? You can easily throw this for like a lot of yards, right? Now on the other side, we'll rewind it again. Again, that's why we have the in route right here, right? So he initially breaks off the in route, but he moves back a little bit, and then that makes it to where we can throw this as well. And we also have this flat route right here open as well. So essentially, we can throw both of these wheel routes, right? That's really what I'm trying to show. Now, first is cover 3. It's going to be even easier to throw both the wheel routes. So we're going to do the same exact setup right here. Again, just going to motion out B right here. I spot out the D line just so they don't insta sack me right here, just so we can show again, hey, we can go ahead, throw both of those, bang, easy. And Ronald Jones dropped it, but we had both wheel routes open easily. Now the wheel route on this side, first at cover 3, I would change it, the setup a little bit, and we'll go over that with the next couple of plays, but you could still throw this. It's just there's no flat bringing down this defender, so this one isn't as good at first like cover 3, but on you have the right side just absolutely torching cover 3. You know, a lot of people like to run man coverage versus wheels as well, but with backfield master on our running backs, we can go ahead basically as soon as they break in their route, hold LT, hold Y or triangle depending on your console, low ball aggressive catch that, and we'll get this animation every time. So really I don't know how to guard both these wheel routes. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Potentially maybe like seam flats out of cover 3, but you don't really see that a lot, right? You see vert hooks or you see man coverage. So again, that's why we're running backfield master. And you can see right here again, as soon as he breaks in his route right there, boom, you can throw this right here. Just hold that left trigger and then click on, hold triangle, and then aggressive catch that, and you're going to beat every single coverage. So another setup I like out of double wheels, I'll just show you right now. We're going to flat route both of our receivers on the right side of the field right here. We're going to motion one of them over. Really doesn't matter which one you do. This is a lot better for like cover 3, right? First cover 3, it's going to be really, really nice. So we're going to show a first cover 3 right here. And again, this is essentially just like an unguardable play with cover 3, right? So boom, we have both wheel routes wide open, and we can just kind of read our flat to our wheel route too. We don't always have to hit the wheel route, but again, that's just one of the best routes in Madden right there. There's one of two things you could do if you're getting blitz, okay? And I'm gonna show you why I prefer one over the other. So with Ronald Jones right here, if you motion him to the right, if we motion him to the right, he can't pass block. And I don't know why that is. I think it's kind of interesting that he can't, right? So if you want him to pass block, you're actually going to have to go ahead and motion him to the left right here, and then he can pass block like this. And essentially right now, if you look at the formation, what can we compare this to? It'd be like gun tight, right? So I mean, you could have some setups out of that and it's not bad at all, right? But what I prefer is to go ahead and motion our running back over here and then block him. And essentially now you have a bunch on the right side of the field. And also something interesting about this setup right here now, you can't go ahead and run match coverage first this, because we have the rule of 4. If you don't know what that is, if you have 4 receiving threats to one side of the field, it cancels out match coverage. Now, I like this right here for like a very popular defense like pinch 2 in 245 odd, the DB fire blitz in dollar, and essentially this is the look you're pretty much gonna get, right? Like they can have cloud flats as well. Now, why this play is good and just good for us to cover 2 blitz in general, right? This post right here, essentially this is kind of like the bunch trail post in bunch, right? So, and you're gonna see right here that we're gonna stay in the pocket for a little bit, drift over a little bit, and we're able to hit this post right here. Boom, the Mike Evans. I know it was a little bit close, but for some reason Tom Brady just lofted the ball like crazy right there. I don't think his set feet lead activated for a second. So if you have gunslinger, that's a lot easier of a throw. It's not really that close. Really, other than that, you could do a lot more out of this play, but those are really like the main things I like to do. Like you could go ahead, motion this running back over, and essentially have a flood concept over here. Maybe put your running back on like a flat, something like this. You could do something like this as well, and that's not like a bad play at all. It's just when you have the double wheel routes, I feel like that's like the main part of this offense, right? And until they go ahead and stop that, you're pretty much just like moving the ball freely. We're gonna move on right here to PAF slide. Now, this is where we're gonna flip the play right here. This is where if you want to run this play a lot, you either need a really good tight end or you should run it with 3 receivers. Now, I'm going to be honest with you as well. I personally don't mind having a tight end here. Here's why. I think every single 6'2 plus receiver gets better sideline toe tap animation. So I would rather have a slower tight end here that's taller to get better sideline animations. And if you put like deep out a lead or something on him for 1 AP, he's going to go ahead and dunk on people too. So it's really, really good. Now, what we're doing with this play, this is essentially our PA counter go play. This is essentially our PA boot over, our verticals out a bunch. This is the crosser post, whatever you want to call it, that gets over 30-yard zones. And they're like, again, double wheel routes and also a crosser that gets over 30-yard zones. So good luck defending this, right? All you have to do on offense is always guess right, and this is going to be unstoppable. So right here, we're going to spy the D line. Now in practice mode, again, they for some reason don't have zone drops on. I don't know why. It's been like 3 years and they haven't updated it. So the main part of this play is this crosser, right? I'll go over a couple other setups right here, but the main thing is this crosser, right? We want them to go ahead, either one, commit their user to it, or we want them to go ahead and try to play like 30-yard zones, something like that, right? So right here, again, you're pretty much gonna wanna go ahead, try to roll out, and you'll see we're gonna throw the ball right here, and I'm gonna go into the practice mode just to show you where it gets at in the yardage mark. Snap the ball right here at the 25. So if we just do a little bit of math, right, to the 35 right here on the other side of the field. So that's essentially like a 40-yard crosser right here. So it's for sure getting over 30s. It's gonna basically, they're gonna have to user this, right? And that's the whole point. Now again, I like to run this like PA boot, right? So other things I would like to do out of this, right? So first off, right here, we're going to block this RB running back, and we're going to go ahead and just put our Y running back right here on a little flat. You could put them on an angle route too, but a lot of times people are going to go ahead, try to do the 30 and 10 on each side. So this wouldn't do a bad job. I didn't mean to motion them right there, but this won't do a bad job of just giving you like another read in the play, right? This time right here, we are going to go ahead and motion this running back right here. Now, potentially you could do like a slant post combo. You could go ahead and maybe like drag this dude and then out route this guy, or do it the other way, flat and then in route like this, just to give you like high-low reads on each side of the field. That's also not a bad play at all. This is just, again, kind of susceptible to the blitz, right? Because they're sending 5 out, but this is a really good play too. For the last setup right here, this is like literally straight out of PA boot. We can go ahead, block our running back right here, just something like this, giving you a curl flat combo on the left side of the field right here. Because again, when people like to go 30 and 10, most of the time they do it on each side of the field, and they leave, like, say they don't have any like yellow zones in the middle of the field to guard this. So again, I just think it's another way to go ahead and attack the defense and just give them something new, right? So this could be like your base play. I like HB wheel a little bit better than PA F slide, just because I think the wheel routes are way more unguardable. And yeah, that's pretty much the two main plays of this offense, right? And we had like multiple setups out of each. We have a crosser that gets over 30s, and we have double wheel routes, so it's really hard to guard. Now for the next play right here, wide receiver corner, literally all I like to do is treat this like slant post. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Evans right here on a slant, and then we're gonna flat our running back. You could put these guys on double out routes too. I do like those a little bit better first man than what's it called, flat routes. So that's pretty good as well. And B right here also is a really good crosser, whatever you want to call it, right? Post. The route to Evans right here is also going to go ahead and get over 30s, right? I did go ahead and flip the play. I know Goblin was on the post earlier. This time though, we are just going to go ahead and spy off the D line, right? So just so we have time, I want to show where this post gets at. Now, honestly, you don't have to do exactly what I did right here. Like, you could block like a running back. Like, you could do something like the slant post and then a flat to your running back as well. So we're just going to snap the ball right here, and I want to show where this crosser slash post gets. You'll see right there, gets to the 30, right around the 30 that time. So it gets 5 yards deeper than that tight end route as well. Again, just another way to go ahead, have a crosser post to a different receiver. Now for the last play right here, I have Scat. I really like Scat. Now let me tell you why. If I notice, say they're running 10-yard zones, right? Say they're running 10-yard zones, which essentially would kind of be like cover 3 curl flats. It's not really, but it's probably the best example I could give you in practice mode, given that there are no freaking zone drops still. Now, there's a couple things I like to do, but the first thing I want to show is, like, do you see these routes to the running backs right here? I like to sometimes go ahead and motion them in like this, and first defenses that aren't really guarding the flats like that, wait till they curl up field, because it's just basically like a better flat route in my opinion, because it's not really like a wheel either. It's just a way to attack the flats. Now it's not really great, like it's just something that I like to do. You might hate that setup, but other things I like to do out of Scat, I like to treat this like little spot route right here kind of like X spot. So I like to motion them out and then put our running back right here on a regular flat, and then say Gronk right here on a post crosser, something right here. On the other side, you could do like curl flat. You could do like whatever you want on the other side. This is probably what I'd lean towards doing, right? So it's essentially, that's a way to attack the middle of the field. Like you can see right there, our flat is wide open, and also Gronk, a little bit of a scary throw, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is open. So what I wanted to show you though in the instant replay, when you motion out a stop route, whatever you want to call this route right here, it makes like default zones go back to it, right? If that makes sense. So we have our flat right here wide open. Like I could hit this almost every single, like I could hit this easily, right? But I did want to show the post right here. Now Tom Brady also didn't get a good throw. Like if you don't have gunslinger, it's just it sometimes just throw power ability just kind of suck, right? So if I throw this right here, that's open, right? I might have thrown it a little bit late, whatever. So the main thing I wanted to show though was this right here, this little spot route, going ahead, dragging the cloud flat in, and then you have your flat route as well. So other things you could do to make this even more open, if you wanted to, you could go ahead, put B this time on a streak, and then again we're gonna go ahead, motion him out, and then do the same exact thing. This time we could block a running back. You could do either one on the post, either if you have Howard Master, like it really doesn't matter. You could also put B on a crosser too. It's really up to you. But we're gonna go ahead, spot out the D line, and we're gonna go ahead, snap the ball right here, and you're gonna see same exact thing happen with the flat. but this time our crosser goes ahead, gets a little bit more open. So yeah, y'all, I have been switching my offenses up a lot. I've had a lot of fun in this offense. I was also thinking about maybe going the split twins, but this offense, like, it's so good and it's so unique as well. I don't see almost anyone running this. Just to review why you would run this offense or give it a chance: one, you have double wheel routes, which is the best routes in the game. You also go ahead, have a crosser slash post that gets over 30 yards, and you're gonna have ways to attack the middle of the field as well. So in my opinion, this offense is probably the best off meta offense, and also just it is borderline unstoppable in my opinion. The only thing that stops this offense is to go ahead, get pressure on it, and if I'm facing pressure again, I'm motioning this running back right here, Fournette, over to the right, and essentially running like a bunch and stuff like that, right? So let me know down in the comments, are you gonna give this offense a chance? Did you like this video? If you did, make sure to hit the sub button and also like the video. I appreciate y'all clicking onto the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, but other than that, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.